Come on. Dang it!
What's wrong, man?
I lost everything on Megami Cafe.
Don't tell me. You bet on Ami? Kevin. How much, man?
125. Look. Dude, I bet everything I have left on Luca from my girlfriend. I think I can win it back. Dude, wait, dude!
Don't forget, you're here forever.
The introduction of all the heroines, it's very typical, kind of a pretty cliched.
Nothing really stood out to me personally. Like, we watched 3 episodes. So that's an hour. So we had an hour with these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I'm just like, oh well, I can understand why they made this an ecchi series, because nothing really stands out when you're seeing, boob shots and all these sort of fan servicey shots. Then you realize that people aren't going to watch the show because they're like, yes, it has an intriguing plot. I want to see the characters grow. Yeah. It's basically like a dating sim sort of thing where like choose your character.
Yeah, it's actually funny you bring that up because I kind of had forgotten about the fan service, even though I'm pretty, even though I am following this and I am up to date with the manga, I kind of forget at times of how in your face the fan service is because I'm just so desensitized.
Yeah. Okay, how about, so you enjoy this sort of genre show,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Where would you put it? Like, would you think is this an average for this?
I would say it is a enjoyable average. I would say it is kind of like carrying on the torch of Love Hina or To Love Ru. It's you go in for like the girl but you stay in for the comedy, the relationship, and everything like that. Pairing it with Quintessential Quintuplets, I don't think it's necessarily on par with Quintessential Quintuplets.
Would you say that Quince is like...
That's an A+.
The peak?
That's the peak of this kind of genre.
If I stop watching this after these 3 episodes,
the thing that
wouldn't want to I wouldn't be intrigued, but I'm not intrigued enough by any of them to be like, I want to know why this.
The big plot overhang is, can they keep this cafe afloat?
Cafe open, yeah.
And so I don't necessarily think that in itself is interesting.
Yeah.
Again, this is for me. This is a very casual watch and read. It's not something that's gonna revolutionize the genre. But if you're a fan of this, I absolutely.
You think that this will stick with you after you finish it?
Will it be something where it's just gonna be? It really left a massive imprint like Quintessential.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that.
I've come to the conclusion that I feel like you can really tell if you're going to like a show or not within the first 5 or 10 minutes, honestly. You don't even need
especially with this type of genre, you can tell in the first 15 seconds. Just by the premise alone, you should be able to understand what this is going to be.
Because even with Renai Flops, which is, I'd say, similar to this, sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. Renai Flops tried to paint itself as something like this.
Trying to be like this, yes.
But it gave enough in its first episode that you knew that something wasn't quite standard with it.
They dropped enough hints.
I feel like with shows, you can tell within the first 10 minutes if you're gonna like it or not. And for me, I watched this and it was Red Flag City for me, and I'm like, this is not a show that I'm going to enjoy. This is not a show that I would seek out.
I'm going to keep watching this. I'm very happy it got an anime adaptation so fast. The manga, I believe, only came out like a year or 2 ago. So, the fact that it's already being animated, shows, I'm impressed.
Do you think this is good adaptation of it?
I do think this is a pretty good adaptation of it. They're not... they're not doing anything necessarily revolutionary with the original source material, but I think they have done it so that it works as an anime. They're not necessarily doing the frame by frame, which wouldn't necessarily work.
It's an adaptation, not
it is. So I think this is a pretty good adaptation. The art style is pretty on par with the manga, and and I'm very happy with the voice cast and everything. So Okay. So I liked it as a person who is a fan of this genre. I like it, and I would recommend it. But as we have said, you pretty much have an idea of whether or not you're gonna like this or
I
not.
guess if you're not a fan of this genre, then it's probably not worth checking out.
Yeah. So yeah, it is one of these. This is one of those shows where it's a pick a girl and then put your money on her and hope to God she wins.
It's the horse betting.
It is the horse betting. That is this genre. It is your quintessential quintuplets with not as good of writing.
Okay. I think that's all we have to say about that one,
Yeah.
right?